Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. Where I am is actually good afternoon. Yes, I'm a Ugandan and I live in Uganda, and today I'm here to tell you about Uganda. Hey, I know so many of you can be right there, not even commenting, but just watching and like, this one is always talking about Kenya, this one is always Kenya, Kenya, Kenya. As Ugandans, we kukakeleza these things of data, so lazima I talk about people who are able to watch. Do you understand? And you know, I love all of you guys who are watching me from wherever you are. Not that's anything, but it's one thing speaking to somebody who will listen and respond, and it's another thing talking to somebody who will never watch or will watch you and will never comment. Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, welcome guys. Hey, there are people who really want to come to Uganda, and listen here, this is what it takes to come to Uganda. First of all, we kind of cling on some things, as we're clinging on COVID-19, we are clinging on the yellow fever, we are clinging on so much. Why? Anyway, I'm not here to complain, but yeah, if you're planning to come to Uganda, one thing you need to know: Uganda is lovely. Uganda is beautiful. Ugandan people are so kind. Ugandan people are welcoming, and they're tricky at the same time. So you have to keep your eyes open, okay? Don't open one, open both. If you have the third one, please open it, because otherwise, before you know it, sweet, you've lost everything you have in the name of people are kind. So be on the lookout. Take care of everything that you have. Sometimes you have no option but to work with money, because we're kind of still slow when it comes to electronic money, so try and work with money. I'll come to that in a few. But one, before you even plan to Uganda, are you vaccinated? Are you vaccinated? Not in terms of polio or whatever other vaccine you took as a baby, but are you vaccinated in terms of COVID? Because we still believe there's COVID lingering around. That's why they ask for COVID certificate if you come to the airport or you go to the borders of Uganda. You must have the COVID-19 certificate or a PCR, the one which expires in 72 days, 72 hours. Yes, that one. If you're not vaccinated, what's up? What's good? When are you vaccinating? Are they still vaccinating? Anyway, if they're still vaccinating, we'll see if we will come or not. But in ngumu kuingia Uganda without vaccination. It's hard to enter Uganda without being vaccinated, or else you get the PCR test through your nose. They should get. Is there anything for the upper lip, upper jaw and lower jaw? Not the one which you have to almost vomit it, or the one which really feels like they're in your brain or your ears. You feel that? That's right. So that's one thing. If you're to come to Uganda, you have to have that certificate, of which I know some countries don't really mind. Like Kenya doesn't mind about you're vaccinated, you're not. They don't mind, you can enter either way. So whenever I think about coming to Kenya, I'm like, I have to look for this PCR as I return. So yeah, that is one. Two, in Uganda we greet almost. I've been in public transportation. People just are very okay with everybody somehow. The majority of people, they are so welcoming, they are so warm. You sit in a taxi, which is called matatu in Kenya, and somebody's like, jebale ko nyebo, jebale ko sebo, wasuzo tya nyebo, nkolamusiza sebo, muli mutie yo muj. It's something that I always look at and I'm like, I just want to get into this taxi, I just want to sit down, and I just want this driver to drive off and I reach where I'm going. I'm not interested in a stranger asking me how I'm doing. Yes, but it's so common here. I don't remember the last time I was maybe in Europe and I sit in a train and I'm saying hi to my neighbor. I don't remember the last time I was in Kenya, I sit next to a person and I say hi to them. I enter, sit, mind my business. Here in Uganda, people are very kind. They will greet you. So if they enter and they are saying, you hear them, just, yeah, just nod your head. Even if you don't know what they're saying, just say you nod. Nod your head in what? In response to what they're saying. Just know 199.9% they're greeting you. So they greet, especially in public transportations. In like we are seated in a gathering and then people come to sit next to you, they'll say hi to you and then they'll sit. It doesn't happen that often most of the times. So yeah, we do say hi to people. And just know that our money has so many zeros. So many zeros. 1 shilling in Kenya is 1 shilling is 30 shillings. Then 100 Uganda. So if you come to Uganda, you're automatically a millionaire. If you're having money, if you don't, at least you'll be having some thousands, hundreds of thousands. Because at this point I think the dollar is at 350 or yeah, 350,000 Uganda shillings. So prepare yourself to be a millionaire, billionaire. Before you know it, you're a billionaire. In Uganda, we hold a lot of money, which has no value. So yeah, if you come expect to see so many zeros on your note and wondering what's going on here, why am I having so much money? Can I show you like one note? Let me show you one note of shillings. It's like billionaire energy cash, taking and spending their cash. There is no need for money. Look at wallet, go to your cash. Hey, that's 20,000. Actually, it's in Swahili. If you look down here, if you zoom in and look down here, why is it like that? If you do like this, anyhow, just know that there's a Swahili word here, and that's a 20,000 note. And then this is a 5,000 note. Yeah, 5,000 note. Why? So many zeros. These are 3 zeros. These are 4 zeros. So in a country with 3 zeros or 4 zeros, how much money is that? We are rich, but we are not. I think Kampala, it's not. There are areas which are safe and there are areas which are not safe. So take care when you're around Kampala. Just make sure that you ask before you move. Otherwise, you might move and then you fall into a gang that will gang you up. So take care, be careful. During the day, at night, you don't have to put your phone out there and pose like you're in even if you're in Paris, there will be the highest level of theft in Paris cannot be compared even to the one in Uganda. So I cannot even compare any country at this moment. Everywhere there is theft. So wherever you go, take care of your belongings, take care of your things. And hey, in Uganda we use a lot of border motorbike. You know motorbike? We use a lot of motorbike. If you didn't know now, you know. You know, like if I told you in a country which is very developed and you're watching me from here, you're like, motorbike? We use them for delivery. In those developed countries, motorbikes are for delivery or personal driving. Like you buy a bike and motorbike and you're driving. Here, motorbikes, they're like literally means of transportation. There are many more. I will insert some videos I took. You will Is there a half of a second, and that half of a second has a half of a second, you will see a motorbike on the road. If I like get my phone and I could zoom into the the road right now, you will see a motorbike every half of a second of that half of a second and half of that second. There is a motorbike. One, they're very convenient to beat the traffic because the traffic is crazy. Traffic of cars, traffic of motorbikes themselves, traffic of people sometimes when it's like downtown. So yeah, you need to panda to get on a motorbike at one point in Kampala. If you're going to go in Uber, safe border, safe car, Bolt, these things all around, cars and cars, where it would have taken you like 15 minutes to reach, it might take you like an hour to reach because of the traffic if you're taking a car. So be smart and be cautious of your safety. Put on a helmet because they are safe borders. You can use safe border. Hi safe border, how are you doing? If you're watching this and you're an employee of safe border, tell them that Rachel talked about you and he said hi. She said hi. So yeah, you can use safe border. Download the app when you land. It works more as Uber. Yeah, it's very convenient. The riders are very good. You'll get one crazy one, but don't worry, you can always handle them and they are very professional. Yeah, that one you can count it on me. They will stop at the traffic lights. They don't drive carelessly. They are very cautious. So yeah, I would advise you to take safe border. I've seen Coco Boy and Coco Girl around Uganda. They're using safe border. You guys are being promoted internationally. So if tourists come, they'll be able to use safe border. What other thing? In Uganda we eat. Sisi tunakula na kukula. We eat. Like we do not, like you go to eat in a restaurant and there is food, like variety of food in large quantities with a lot of soup. My friend, before you know it, you've put on weight just like me. So we eat. That's an evidence actually that we eat, and there's plenty and variety and organic food, fruits, vegetables, and everything that comes with it. And we take a lot of soup. Food without soup is no food. In Kenya they'll prepare ugali, kachumbari, and nyama choma. They'll enjoy. If you do that in Uganda, they'll ask you where is the soup. So there has to be soup. Yeah. And in Uganda, breakfast, don't be surprised if you find food on that table of breakfast. Just ignore it, say you saw it on my channel, and enjoy the rest of the other things that will be there. Maybe bread or chai, milk tea, black tea, whichever tea is, coffee, yes. But there's a lot of food, morning, breakfast, and dinner. You will just put on weight and look so good. Okay, so when you come to Uganda, you won't be hungry. You will eat until you feel like, can we stop? And I'm sure everybody has experienced that. And of course, it's a different kind of variety of foods that you've not seen wherever you are, I'm sure. So you will know. Even if you've eaten ugali here, it's a different type of ugali. Stay tuned. I want to go and buy ugali. I've not had ugali in a long time. I need to go and find unga, like to prepare posho, Ugandan posho. So stay tuned. I will take you and show you how much 1 kg of unga costs in Uganda. It will be, I think, 1,000, like 5, 6,000, 7,000 there. Imagine 7,000 Kenya shillings. Shh. So yeah, and if you're on the road, please be careful, because either if you're walking, these reckless border men, they don't care. They will just run over you. You need to be on the lookout. Okay? So yeah, and if you want to do some videos, take care of your phone, because it's not safe here. Yeah, take care of your phone, take care of your belongings. And in Uganda, don't be shocked. Of course, you'll have those culture shocks, which is okay. People always speak. They are very articulate. Like, you will hear the word and then you'll be like, huh? You've really said what you've said. Like, we have a heavy accent in everything that we say. So when you come, just come prepared, okay? Come prepared, come prepared, come prepared to hear that kind of accent here in Uganda. We have that heavy accent that you'll hear and you'll be like, hey, this one is a real Ugandan, and you'll hear it a lot. And then we have the kind of tone that we have that you will be able to see. Don't get shocked. That's how we speak. How did I forget to talk about yellow fever? If you're coming to Uganda, you must have your passport, your COVID documents, either PCR or passport, and then make sure you have your yellow fever vaccine. I don't know where mine is. It's somewhere in my bags and my passport. Yeah. So make sure you have your yellow fever vaccine card ready. Make sure you have your passport and your COVID documents. Please, thank you. If you're an East African, maybe they'll ask if you're return or whatever, but I don't think so. Because if you come by road, I don't think they'll ask you. If you come by plane, I don't know whether they'll ask you. So that depends. So most of the times, if you're on a flight, they'll ask you for a return. Make sure you have a return. If you're on a bus, you want to see my bus ticket? I don't think so. I don't know, but just make sure that you have money with you, such that if they ask you, you can easily maybe buy. I don't know what you will do. It's never happened to me that I have to return by road. So yeah, I think if I've forgotten anything, just comment down below. Let me know what I've missed out. I've talked about food. I've talked about how we behave. We are very kind. I've talked about the security. I've talked about the documents you need. And for some reason, anyway, if you've not subscribed to my channel, I'm closing my video hours and hours later because I received a call that I had to leave the house. So yeah, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Let me know what I forgot in the comments section below, and maybe I can do a part 2. If I've said most of the things, then yeah, kwaheri, until next time. Like, share, subscribe.